Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and today's video is 5 things to expect versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa versus Manchester United kicks off in 2 days time, and I'm back with my 5 things to expect series where I talk about what kind of lineup we might see from Manchester United, how will Manchester United play, things that Manchester United need to watch out for, and things I expect to see from certain players in the game. You guys seem to like these series, and I've generally got most of my things to expect correct in the game, so I'm going to get straight into it with 5 things to expect from Manchester United versus Aston Villa. I'm going to get straight into my predicted lineup, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe down below, share this video, comment your thoughts. And my predicted lineup is pretty much an unchanged lineup from the lineup versus Sheffield United, the lineup versus Brighton, and the lineup versus Bournemouth. We've discovered our strongest lineup, and I think unless there's some injuries or someone's just not up to it, that's going to be the lineup for the rest of the season. I think we'll see that lineup. The only player in that lineup we might not see is Lindelof, because he came off injured at half-time versus Bournemouth, so we could see Eric Bailly in there, but there's no reason to drop Greenwood, Rashford or Martial or Bruno, because they've all scored and were amazing at the weekend. You can't drop Pogba. Maybe Matic for Fred, but Matic has been good all the other games. Just felt like Matic wasn't up to it versus Bournemouth, but Matic has been good every other game. That's our strongest lineup. I think that's the lineup we'll see. If there is a change, I'd put my money on that it'd be Eric Bailly for Lindelof. Now, the second thing I expect to see, we got forward loads and loads versus Bournemouth, and I think we did get caught out once or twice because Maguire and Lindelof are quite slow, and you know we did look a mess defensively versus Bournemouth, and I think this thing will more apply to Wan-Bissaka than Shaw. I think Luke Shaw will get forward, but because Jack Grealish sort of plays on the left-hand side of midfield, he's like a left attacking midfielder for Villa, I do think that we'll tell Wan-Bissaka to stay back and not get forward as much. Unless we're losing, or unless it's like 0-0 and it's like the second half. But I do think Wan-Bissaka will play more defensive, because Wan-Bissaka's been playing a much more attacking role these last few games. You know, he's been getting assists. He should have really got assists for the Rashford goal, but that was like offside by that much. But I do think because there's Jack Grealish at Aston Villa, because Aston Villa, you know, are decent getting forward, and we did seem to get caught out a little bit, I think Wan-Bissaka will stay back. I think Solskjaer will be like Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof and Maguire to stay back. I think Luke Shaw will still go forward, because I think Villa are more of a threat down the left and the right, and obviously Wan-Bissaka can defend the left. But I don't expect Wan-Bissaka to get forward as much, because I think our defence was exposed a little bit versus Bournemouth, because everyone got forward versus Bournemouth and it did expose us a little bit. So I do think that we'll play a little bit more defensively. I think we're going to still go in and attack them and attack Bournemouth, but I think Wan-Bissaka might just play a bit more defensively, but I think everyone else will attack. The third thing I expect to see is 3+ goals again. Yes, Manchester United to go 4 Premier League games in a row scoring 3 or more goals. That's pretty insane, but whenever Manchester United play, I expect to see goals, and I have not felt this way since Sir Alex Ferguson, and it's a really good feeling the way that we're playing such attacking football. We're scoring goals, we're creating chances, and I think Manchester United will get 3 goals again versus Villa. I think we'll win 3-0. I think we'll keep a clean sheet and it'll be another 3-0 win versus Villa, with the form Mason Greenwood's in, with the form Marcus Rashford's in, with the form Anthony Martial's in, with the form Bruno Fernandes is in. Some of them are going to get on the score sheet. I can call it now. I even fancy Pogba to get a goal, but Greenwood is in the best form of his whole career, and his career's just started. Martial's in brilliant form. Bruno's in great form. Rashford looked brilliant versus Bournemouth. Really should have had that second goal. It was narrowly disallowed. But I just think Manchester United are going to score goals. And I like saying that, because there's been so many games this season where we've got 1 or 0 goals in the game. But every time we go into a game, I feel like we're going to get 3 goals. I feel like we're going to win 3-0, 3-1, you know? We're playing Aston Villa. They're dodgy at the back. I just think that we're going to go into this game. I think Manchester United are going to get 3 goals. I think Greenwood might get on the score sheet. I think Rashford might. I just think the form and the confidence our attackers have right now. Like, Greenwood is so confident. He's so good. Rashford's gained some confidence from the goal. Martial's gained some confidence. Bruno Fernandes is running the show. I just think Manchester United are going to score goals. I expect to see attacking football. I expect to see a first half goal from Manchester United. And I think that Manchester United will score 3+ goals again, because the way we're playing, the confidence we're playing with, the quality we have going forward, the quality in Villa's defence. If we break them down in the first half, there's no reason why we can't score 3 goals. If we get to the 60th minute and it's 0-0 and they manage to hold us off, I'd be surprised. Maybe it'd be 2-0. But I do think we're going to score 3 goals versus Villa. The fourth thing to expect is Aston Villa to try and shut us out. They tried to do this against Liverpool, and Liverpool didn't actually have a shot on target for like the first 40 minutes versus Aston Villa. It was something, or like even a shot at all versus Aston Villa. It was something crazy. Aston Villa actually, first half, put in a very good defensive shift versus Liverpool, which might have given them confidence defensively. And I do think that Aston Villa, you know, they need a point. They're going to get relegated. I do think they're going to shut out their defence, park the bus, and get us on the towel and get us on the counter. You know what we do versus Manchester City, where we sit deep, we get them on the counter, we exploit Pep 3 times. I think Villa are going to try that against us. I think that's kind of what they tried to do against Liverpool. Sit back really deep, defend for their life, and then try and get us on the counter. Because they've got McGinn, they've got Jack Grealish. Going forward, they're a pretty decent team. Defensively, they're poor, but if they can get all their bodies back and hold back, it could be difficult. But then Sheffield United parked the bus, Brighton parked the bus, you know, Bournemouth tried to park the bus, and we broke all those buses down. I think, like, going forward, we actually look better than Liverpool's front five, just like in terms of creativity and creating chances. So I do think that Aston Villa will park the bus, but I don't think it will be a problem. I still think we'll win 3-0, but I do think they're going to really, really try and defend against us and hit us on the counter-attack, and that's why I think Wan-Bissaka might stay back a little bit more. Now, the fifth and final thing to expect versus Villa is Jack Grealish to try and put on a show. Jack Grealish has been linked to Manchester United, and he's going to be playing in front of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he's really going to want to impress Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I do think we need to watch out for Jack Grealish, because he's got a point to prove. He really wants to impress, and obviously he cares about Villa. He plays well week in, week out. I thought he was really good versus Liverpool. I know Souness had a go at him, so, but you know, that's Souness, he's a twat. But I do think we need to watch out for Jack Grealish, because I think he'll want to impress. Like, why would he not want to impress? I think he's going to try and create things, try and score goals. He's going to try and be everywhere. I think this is a very important game for Grealish, not just in terms of trying to stay up in the fight to stay up, but like, this is Manchester United. This is the club that he wants to go to next summer. He wants to impress, and I do think we've got to really watch out for Jack Grealish. I think he could be a threat. He's a good player. He's Villa's biggest threat anyway, but he also wants to impress, so he could be a massive threat. So I do think we need to watch out for Jack Grealish, and I think if any moment of magic comes from Aston Villa, Jack Grealish will for sure be involved. And that is 5 things to expect versus Aston Villa. Manchester United versus Aston Villa this Thursday. Let me know in the comment section down below your score predictions for the game. What do you expect to see that I have not mentioned? Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.